I should get this on. One second, let me take this out. Before you guys start hearing this thing freak out on me here. Alright, there we go. Alrighty. Sorry, I had to. Hopefully it doesn't squeal. Alright. Leftovers. Probably what most people are having for lunch today. So let's paint something left over from it. What do you think? Spring, fall? I'm thinking fall. I'm thinking maybe we should do a fall picture. Hey, Madonna. Trying to decide what I feel like painting, and I think we've come up with a thought. We're doing leftovers, and leftover time of year would be just got done with fall, so let's do a fall picture. Gee, why not? The painting I was working on that I stopped working on the other day and ended up having to paint something else. Hey, Chrissy. Did not dry completely at all. The painting decided it did not want to dry. I just touched it a few minutes ago and got blue all over my fingers. For some reason, the paint never ever set up. Don't have a clue why. That's a first for me. I've never had one actually not dry at all. I sound good? Do I sound okay though? Do you guys? I forgot to ask you that. I'm sorry, everything sounds good. I figured out my back feed issue finally. So let's go ahead and grab some white. How big of a fall scene do we want to do? We want to do a small fall scene or a big fall scene? Let's do a smaller fall scene. Let's go ahead and get some water. Let's get some white up here. Really wet. Can you guys see okay? I bump this thing sometimes when I get up, and then I forget to reset it. Should have just made it disappear, but I thought it would dry, but it didn't. So probably what I'll do is I have a little small toaster oven, and we'll put it on 90 degrees or whatever. Stick it in there for a little bit. Dry it right out. It'll be dry. One way or the other. Just put some white in the background just to get a little bit of color on the back. Nah, I think it's the temp of my art room. I really do. I'm sure it's exactly what it is. I mean, it's kind of dumb because I got a fireplace sitting next to me that I could, get hot and all that stuff, but then I got my little heater sitting right here, but I just like it cooler in here. I don't like being hot. I can't regulate temperature very well, so get a little bit of yeah. Chrissy, you just really confused me. Okay, number one, my wife has naturally extremely curly hair, so there is no hair dryer. Um, Number two, my son's name is Nick. So I look up and see you saying just Nick, and I went, what? What's my son got to do with anything? Don't confuse me. How far can you throw? Yeah. I think know there is one in this house. Yeah, there was a hairdryer attached to the metal forge house. That was the blower. Nick equals borrow. Yeah, I know. I just, yeah, you know how it is. You see your child's name and you instantly go, what? Well, why is that bag knocked over right there? Somebody's been in this room. Sorry, not losing track of what's going on. I see some stuff moved and it sets off all these little bells in my head. You like that tape? That's wide tape. That's left over from painting my granddaughter's bedroom. So, actually, you know what? I wonder if I could paint that. So, yeah, maybe. Let's try it. Let's try this. Let's see what happens. Oh, I was going to try to paint right here today. I don't know if I want to press my luck, but I didn't prep this one at all. This paper is raw. So, it's going to probably eat up just a little bit of paint, and it's probably going to warp just a little bit. Well, I don't know if it's ET or if it's child. Looking for something. Probably scissors or X-Acto knife or something, whatever they can get their hands on sometimes. You know how it is. It's always your supplies they need before they take the time to go through their room and look for their own stuff. Well, yours is not at home anymore, though. Could just blame it on Madonna, I suppose. Would have to be really big mice if it was mice. Like really big, like Sasquatch sized mice. Oh, he knows better. Yeah, got that problem with my tools. Still, couldn't find some tools. I was gonna work on some stuff and open up my toolbox, and I was like, "Oh, where did I put that rack of sockets?" I can't locate where they went. Looked around, couldn't locate them. Thought maybe I just set them someplace in the garage that I didn't remember. Looked around more, couldn't find them. Went in and talked to my son, found him sitting in his closet on one of the shelves. Like, no, no, I swear you gave those to me. No, no. If you know anything about tools, yeah, in the United States, there's a company called Snap-on. It's what a lot of mechanics use, and that's what these were. These were Snap-on sockets. And it's about $200 to $300 just for the rack of sockets he had pilfered into his room. And I think he just borrowed them and just forgot to put them back, but didn't want to say anything. He wouldn't steal from me. That'd be unhealthy. The chances of me lending that, him giving him that, are pretty slim, though. All right, let's get some gray, darker gray. Let's get a little darker gray. Yes, Snap on UK. Oh yeah, you do. That's right. So that's the almost pay for my. Well, could buy a couple nice cars if I sell my tools. Put it that way. I'd have them appraised. But I have insurance and appraisal value on them. I have that many. I was a mechanic. All right, let's lighten this one just a little bit. Grab a touch of white. I'm just using phthalo blue. Really, this is phthalo blue, Mars black, and white, titanium white. But very little bit of titanium white. And that is only to get the little bit of shading I want, and water. Why is it getting cold out today? So cold. Can't go to the playground anymore, so we don't have any more playground time because big signs all over the play structure saying do not play on play structures in the wintertime, which is kind of strange because why put up a play structure that somebody in Vermont can't play with in the wintertime? All right, so we got enough colors going. Let's grab a bunch of water. Get this really wet again because I needed to warp a little bit more to get straightened out while I give it a minute to dry. No additives today. Not on paper. And let's go ahead and remove. What do you think? Someplace right here. A little bit wider, a little bit wider. Turn just a touch. So, did you guys have any festivities, Chrissy? I know you guys are kind of confusing how people from all over the world are celebrating something that happened here, but to each their own. I suppose it gives them a reason to chow down on food and call it something. Get a family together. Who would you have to come visit? Is your back feeling any better? Just normal week? Yeah, it wasn't normal for me, I'll tell you. I was even with having a single wing here to use. I still cooked all the food myself. I made everything, and we didn't have as much as Anthony did, but boy, they had a lot of food. Alright, so we got some pretty cool colors. The reason I did that right there is I want to add a color. Distance, color, let's go with a smaller brush. We're not going to do any single brush stuff today because that'd be just foolish. Yeah. I made so many different kinds of food. Candied carrots and about 4 to 5 different colors of them. A couple kinds of potatoes, stuffings, ham. Just the list goes on and on and on. Squash, roasted and regular. Let's add some color in here now. Don't know how this is going to come out, but we'll see. Anthony, we were just talking about you. I figured you had to roll yourself home. That was a feast, man. You're a lucky man. You got to sit at the big boys' table. I was jealous, man. I was really jealous, especially the greens. That's one thing I didn't have. Is actually, I don't think I had a green vegetable. Let me think about that for a minute. No, I didn't make any green vegetables. Huh? It's not good. Neglecting my family. Um, I was telling them I cooked everything. I have never ever mashed potatoes left-handed before. It came out a bit lumpy, but whatever. If you don't like it, mash them yourself. That's the way I was looking at it. Because Asmina's not saying much, she can't talk. I'm trying to get this in here just a little bit so I can just add just a touch of yellow right here. But I want some orange there too. Let's put a little bit of yellow in here. I only paint at lunchtime mostly because the baby's sleeping, and I think when you're eating your lunch at work or something, you can come and enjoy and sit down and watch a little bit of art and take a couple minutes for yourself. Oh yeah, you speaking of kidneys, Chrissy, cough it up. Let's hear it. What happened? Any answers yet? Speaking of kidneys, they tell you anything? Or we're gonna have to come over there and pry it out of you. Oh man, don't talk about fish. Liver, I thought you had your ultrasound yesterday, or was that just the front? Just don't let them tell you that there's nothing they can do for a fatty liver, because that's a lot of crock. There's nothing they can do. My wife had one. They thought she had liver disease, stage 3, and it's funny. It's perfectly fine now. A little transformation of a diet, being very careful what meds she took, a little bit of a lifestyle change. Oh, my test came back beautiful. I was happy. I don't know if I care for that big blue line right there. Uh oh. Great. Now I'm going to get a hard time because my painting looks like a doggy poop. Oh, I was chatting with somebody the other day that I haven't seen in a long time, and we weren't really friends really very much. Now I remember why. He told me some of my artwork looks like his cat scooted across the floor with his butt, dragging behind him. Let's just say he's glad I couldn't reach through the phone. I'm mild mannered, but don't be rude to me. I don't know if I'm feeling that at all. You guys feeling that at all? I know you can't really see it, but yeah, yeah, he's a tough guy when he's instant messaged me on the computer out of the blue. Let's just say he's vertically challenged. I think mentally challenged. No, mentally challenged. He probably wouldn't say that. They have more common sense. Well, they were kind of supposed to be clumps of red trees and yellow trees, and I was going to throw some. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I just had a piece of pumpkin pie. Can't have Twinkies. I'm going to eat pie. Um, and I was going to throw some like green kind of foliage looking things, and then what? I hate this painting already. Looks like houses. Yep, that's what I'm thinking. So let's go fix that. Let's change this painting. I was gonna do one thing, but you know what? We're gonna do something different. Madonna, I know what we wanted, but it's probably not gonna happen. So let's go ahead and take these colors. And now we can add them into the background. So we have all these pretty colors right here. Let's change that part we were thinking. Let's go with thinking they're there, but without painting little trees everywhere. Let's do this a different way. Put some deep red right here. Go where I want to change it. Don't freak out on me. Grab some yellow. Grab a touch of white. And let's go ahead and change up the colors. Don't hit every spot. I'll leave in a few of those deeper red spots. Kind of work around them a little bit. We'll put a little up there like so. Come down this way a little bit. Just the yellow mixing with the blue. by making this really cool little green thing going. Bright spot back there. Picked up some red, so we're going to change this color a little bit all by itself. Let's grab just a touch of the orange to throw in right here just a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and dab, get that off a little bit. Let's grab our lime green. Let's go ahead and put a couple of lime green stripes in here. Just to break that up just a little bit. Grab a little darker green, maybe something in a sap green, a little bit of lime in it. Just a touch of burnt umber. Just a corner of it. Get a little further off the mountain, so things are going to stay a little greener down here. Kind of talking to myself, guys. I'll look over in a second. That's how I get myself to think of. I don't usually verbalize what I'm thinking in my head as far as changing up a painting in the middle or stuff, but I figured I'd let you come into my way of thinking here for a minute. Let's go ahead and pull that across the top of that little mountain right there. Put some a little bit of crazy. Let's go a little bit of dark in there. Let's put a little splotch of green in the middle of it. Maybe there's a higher mountain right there. I mean, a lower valley, not a mountain, valley. Got a little bit of a valley going in right here. A little darker down the bottom of the valley. Temperature changes, you know. Wait a minute. I missed a bunch of people. I did, didn't I? Oh, yo, DJ, what's up? How are you? Yeah, I knew who it was. It's Michael. No, I don't see. So we're gonna change up this color here. Got a little deeper green here. Just gonna tap out just a touch. Got some reds going, some yellows. Let's see, we got a yellow bank there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna call that maybe a bank of birch trees. So what we're going to do is grab some yellow, a touch of green. Get you off there. Get on that corner. And get on that corner, we're going to use a yellow ochre. Yep, that's going to work. So we're going to touch some bright yellow pieces in here. And we'll tone those down in 1 second. tone those down. Just had to get something in there to get. And we'll go ahead and add a few splotches of green. Let's go with a darker green right there. Let's go with probably shouldn't have been that dark, but sorry, man. Trying to get this to do what I want it to do without spending 6 years on it. And we got too much craziness back there. Gotta lighten that up just a touch. Just a little bit. Not so bright. Bright is, I like bright, but we don't need to be that bright. That's better. All right, bring that into that a little bit. Like so. Boy, I'm really going crazy with color. You guys want me to pay attention to you, or would you like me to paint? It's up to you. I don't mind. Because I feel like I'm being rude, but if you guys don't mind me, not really paying attention per se, we want to stay away from that paint right there. I just don't want to be rude to anybody. And you have somebody say something to me and not catch it. Okie dokie. And I'll do what I do. If anybody can figure out what that is, please let me know. Still working on what I do. I'm not sure. I don't really have a style per se. I guess willy and nilly might be it, but that's about it. I think we're going to add just a touch of green to that top. So let's go ahead and grab the top part of that in green. I just like painting whatever comes out. Yeah, we'll let the paint decide what it wants to do. You want perfection. Go watch Anthony paint. Go watch Chrissy paint. Oh, Chrissy, that bird was great, by the way. Speaking of perfection, that bird was awesome. I did catch it all. I just couldn't chat with you guys. So I was there. All the way down to the signature. Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of cool. I'm glad we figured out where it came from. Brisbane, Australia. That's a cool place for. Oh, I wanted to ask you why does Joe does she live in Australia? Or is she from Australia originally? He probably is. I actually know where quite a few of you live. Just through conversations, and I pay heavy attention to when people talk. And Chrissy kind of gave hers away when she did the video of magnet fishing. Because I am a magnet fishing fanatic and watch them all fish. Oh, okay. She's from Australia originally. Alright, my tea time. Let's see. 12:51. Paying you for 42 minutes, and this is what I've got to show for it. That's not good. Although, I got some really cool stuff beginning. Now, dinner time. Time for dinner. I always get confused with dinner, lunch, supper, what everybody calls different times of day in different parts of the world. I have a couple friends yeah, actually they're great people. She's a wonderful person. Um, she lives in Dubai, and her husband travels all over the world. So he was just in Milan, Italy, and he said the hardest part of the traveling is figuring out exactly. It's not the food. He loves all kinds of food. He's vegetarian, but we all can't be perfect. It's just it's what he grew up eating. Lots of curries and stuff. But he said figuring out what time people eat is the biggest problem because not everybody eats the same time. You know. Anthony, did you? Not to change the subject. Boy, I'm all over the place today. Did you get a chance to look at a picture of New Mexico, man? Like Albuquerque or Raduso or Santa Fe? For the balloon festivals? Yeah, Anthony's pretty close to me. He's driving distance away. Well, driving distance if you stop for a few breaks and have some coffee. Yeah, he's my nearest YouTube Facebook friend. Actually, um, I would, you know, except that I really respect his privacy in his world. Um, I don't ever impose on people ever, and not to mention I don't drive very far. I'm trying to make like a cutout bank right here. Having a bit of a fight with it. Like it's been, I know it's ugly, but like they came in and kind of dug out the ground right here. I don't know, it's just coming into my head, so that's what I'm doing. Kind of like they came in and plowed it. They discovered there's some coal right here, so it's beautiful ground. Then they come in and gouge all this up. Slime balls. I know that we need resources, but you can put it back when you're done and plant it back and put topsoil back in it and replant it instead of leaving this giant gaping hole in the ground. I forgot Sheila was heading over there. Shouldn't be too long from now, right? I mean, like really soon, actually. Should almost already be there. What's today's date? Chrissy, I thought it was like fairly quickly. Let's see, we gotta do some dark right here. Oh, we're gonna put some stuff back in here, but let's grab a little bit of the white gray. I don't know if Anthony can handle it here, though. He's more than happy to come visit, but I don't know if he can handle it. He lives in a little bigger place than we live in. I mean, as far as what's going on around town. I like that brown better. How did I even change it for? Should have left it. I like this color better. I think it's because I wanted some rustish color in there, but I want this kind of cut off right here. Oh no, Anthony, I'm gonna get her mad because I just got stuff all over my tape and now I have to throw it away. I'll paint with Anthony anytime he wants to paint. I have no clue how to get us both on at the same time. That's Diana's forte, not mine. Alright, stop playing with it, Bruce. You're gonna mess it up. You made it into this giant ugly black hole. What are you gonna do with it now? I think the first time, flowers. Oh, actually, if he was even just a couple hours closer to me, I probably would go see him to learn how to paint flowers. It's something I was always wanted to do. My grandmother used to paint beautiful flowers, and I never got a chance to learn from her because, well, I'm gonna be honest about it. It's because I was an idiot and didn't at the time. I didn't value art as much. I valued being. Don't do that. Stop doing that. You're gonna just hurt yourself. Um, I just wanted to play. You know, that's why you guys hear me close every time just about the same way. The reason is, don't miss your chance. You got a chance to learn something from somebody or even just sit down and chat with them for a while. I did get a chance to do that. But to learn what life was like, take the 2 seconds out of your life. It's not going to kill you. I swear sometimes we take our lives way too seriously. Yeah, I can't go down that conversation. So let's move on to this piece of art here. So getting a little bit closer, so I want a little bit bigger, but not like carried away. Because I'm still a distance away. Get a little darker here. Wish I had a bigger screen to see you guys on. This one, it's it went in a really weird direction, didn't it? It's kind of gone off in its own little thing a little bit. It's kind of getting a mind of its own, which in a way is kind of cool. You know, it's kind of having its own little identity thing going. It's part watercolor, part acrylic. Um, Bunch of mayhem, few mistakes. But I think I usually, guys know me. I like to put post and rail. Um, I'm thinking that I'm gonna leave that rail, those posts just the way they are. But I think this edge right here, I gotta go brown. Let's go brown. Let's go brown with a little bit of, let's put a touch, not that much of a touch, but let's go. Let's go bare umber and alizarin crimson. See what we get. Oh, I think that's going to be nice. Yep, I think that'd be a good color. I cheat sometimes. I have this chart sitting over there, and I look over and see what two colors go to. which I think is something that isn't really cheating. It's just using to my advantage. Let's grab maybe a touch of blue in there. See if I can change that to a little bit different color, closer to this edge. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe a little bit that color. I want just a little different color. Yeah, just like that. A little shadow right there. Chrissy, I think you should do that one of these days. I know it's not something that people are gonna want to sit and or Anthony, either one. I know they like watching you paint your objects and stuff, but I think some people need to have how to make color charts and things like that. You know, how do you produce a colorful chart where you take an red and turn it into an orange and pink, and you maybe even have already done one that I missed. Let's see that color. Let's just go right there, just a little. Does that look alright? Now, here's the big kicker. I've got this big space. And you know, if they dug it all out like this, there would be some water in here. There'd be some mud. Or did they just let it flood? Like around here, we have all these big marble and granite and quarries where everything just floods out after. You think this would be just water? Kind of that really blue green water? With maybe I think what we'll do is I'll put this big rock in here first. I'm thinking there's a big rock right in the middle. I think there's a big rock right in the middle. Guys, I'm sorry. I probably missed a ton of what you guys talked about, and probably a lot of it was reaction to what I said, or the fact you guys could be completely ignoring me, which is probably closer to the case, because I drive people absolutely crazy sometimes. I go off in these weird thoughts in my brain, and I can't control them, unfortunately. So we're gonna assume we're gonna mess with Chrissy. We're gonna grab this and peel that off. And now we're gonna take that with its wrinkly side, put that right there, like so, with the rip side up, so you have all those jagged edges. Let's go ahead and put, definitely would have face on it like so. It would gonna paint upward. Don't want a lot of water near the tape though, because Ted, go lay down. I can hear you running around upstairs, man. You're gonna drive Nicholas crazy. I'm not upstairs with my dog, so he's freaking out. My son's up there, my wife's up there, but he's having a panic attack, I think, because I'm not there and he can hear me. It's my puppy. It's my therapy dog. That's what he was for originally. Started out as a therapy dog to help me with the PTSD. And oh no, I know what he hears. I can hear her now. He hears Alexis. That's what he hears. Anyway, yeah. My doggy was originally for the PTSD issues. And people are like, well, why did you have that? Well, break your neck and not really be able to walk much and find out what happens when how your brain starts reacting to that. I'm sure there's a couple people, and I know one in particular in this particular group that truly understands that conversation. Wait a minute. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sniffle. White sand, me nice with some sponge texture. What? Wait, I'm confused. You lost me. Yep, she's up. That was not a nap. But my wife is singing to her. Till she finds out that everybody on YouTube can hear her singing. I'd like to thank you all for being my friends. I'll miss you when I'm gone. Because if she finds out that everybody could hear her singing, I probably won't be around in the morning. Anthony, if you hear of a report of somebody floating in a lake, it's just me, man. Can't see my palette? Now is that? Wait a minute. Oh, Anthony. Okay. I was like, I was gonna say, you guys don't want to see my palette. It's a disaster. And that paintbrush I just used was a complete pain in the butt. Because I can't find my paintbrush. Man, where is it? Well, I guess we could stop being cheap and lazy and break out a new one. I bought some at Walmart. These guys. Hey, it is what it is. I've learned one thing though. Make sure you check them and clean them. Alright, let's get this rock looking like a rock. Let's see, we want some darker here. I think I'm almost done. I think the last thing I'm going to do is put on a bit of probably glaze for the water. Let's get this across here. We're just going to pull this down in like that. Just tapping it in. Do something like that down there. grab a little bit of the yellow ochre, mix it a little bit. Just get a little color going right there, like so. Don't really want any yellow per se, but maybe a little bit of the green color further down here. Kind of like a. Let's grab some green. A bit on this brush I've never used before, but we'll try it anyway. And let's go ahead and see what this brush does for me. Don't know. Can't tell what it's going to do. Ted, buddy, ease up on the bone, man. Jeez. The dog is going crazy up there. Oh, I know what he's doing. He's trying to share his bone with Alexis. He'll give Alexis anything she wants. She can walk up and take his toy away from him. As he's playing with it, she reaches in his mouth and steals the ball out of his mouth all the time. He doesn't even care. He'll just sit there and let her do it. Go ahead. When she gives him treats, he very gingerly, barely even closes his mouth. Kind of like having a pair of tweezers. He's so careful with her. Just wouldn't mess with her though. Yeah, you should. The reason he is in the lake is his wife sang on YouTube without her knowing it. Alright. Now I've been working on my big rocks and I'm not so good with them, Anthony. I've been trying to pay attention, but I always seem to have the same issue with getting them right as far as looking. Man, I follow your tutorials and I follow what you do. I just can't put it into. It gets big. Can't put it into practice for some reason. But I wanted a little lighter rock up here. Oh man, don't argue with your mother. Just take the dog out. Couldn't hear her? Oh, okay. Alright, then I'm safe. I'll live to paint another day. Alright, now the big question here is as we remove the tape. And my rock is not exactly straight in the water line. I didn't really want that top to be completely like that. Paint the base color. Secondary color is the shape. Third is highlight. Base color I used was one to try to do black. Then I went with the red gray, or red, the alizarin crimson, and the yellow ochre back here. Then I used the white to try to highlight it while it was white mixed in with just a touch of brown umber. I think it might all come in okay if I straighten that out just a tiny bit. Gotta not point it upward. Get it so it points like that. Alright, what are you guys thinking for, alright, we're gonna try it. We are going to try to do a glaze over this, or a wash, or whatever we want to call it today. Actually, I want to bring that out just a touch more. I see it. Now I can see it. I took my glasses off for a second and sat back. I want this to come out here just a little bit. Probably closer to that shape. Something like, probably closer to that than the other way. This is all going to be covered up in a minute anyway. When I paint over everything. Alright, we're going to go with, let's go with, I don't know. Thinking turquoise. I'm thinking that all should be turquoise. Alright, let's go ahead and grab a couple striations in here. Kind of like granite, you know, got the few little striations in it. I think that'll work. Go away. Oh, if that messed me up, I'm going to be so angry. I just lose you guys. Give me 2 seconds, guys. That just messed me up. Don't you hate it when people... It's like, hey, I'm going to call you right in the middle of what you're doing. To sand. Oh, yeah, but sand color? So no water? Just strictly all sandy colored? Maybe the water's back there and behind the blue. Alright, let's do a sand color. I'm game. I'm open for it. Let's see, we need water. We're gonna go with you know what? Let's go with sand. Sitting right here someplace is a container of sand. Starfish on the rock. There's the ocean. Oh, right there. We're going with sand. I'm cheating. I'm painting sand with sand. Let's put it right here. Uh-oh. Kind of sound like they're having a pretty heated conversation about something. Oh, now I know why she's up. Anybody want to come over and change a diaper? Alright, let's see what happens. Let's add a little bit more. That's not really dry, so I don't really know what's going to happen when I go over the top of that. I'm going to try avoiding it right now as much as I can, then I'll save it for last. I'll look up in a minute. I'm probably doing this all wrong. I'm okay with that little stripe right there coming off there. Pull out that way just a hair. A little bit of dirt in there, like so. Question: How do I add just a little bit more paint to make the bottom darker, or do I change the tint color? I don't. I'm just learning this whole glaze wash thing. Wait a minute, I think I got it. So, kind of trying to stay in the same direction, basically. Well, a little bit darker right here. Let's just add just a tiny bit. Oh. Some right here. Lose this. Just add just a touch more of that right there. Just a touch. Don't want to get carried away with it. Just don't like that abruptness at it. That's what I did. That's what I did right here. Does that look okay? I know what Anthony's gonna say, and yeah, I get that. Holy cow, guys, come on. They know I'm gonna scream in a minute. There's no reasons for stomping on the floor. There's just not. Herd of buffaloes up there. Yeah. Couldn't get it quite deep enough because the problem with paper. What do you think? You think a big one right here? I'm thinking it needs one. We should go with a dead one. I'm putting in a tree. Whether you want me to put one in or not, I'm putting in a tree. I know Anthony's okay with me putting in a tree. Chris is freaking out. Alright, I'll leave it alone. I think we'll call it anyway. I think we're good because you guys are going to start not being able to hear me in a minute because they're just stomping upstairs. But I'll take the tape off, and I'm not going to recycle it either. I can't, and it won't stay. Number one, I already tried, Chrissy. I tried for you. Because of the temperature in my room and the humidity level, that tape becomes almost useless. It has almost zero tack when I'm done. When I take it off. Alright. Let's get this arm over here. Ouch. You like that? This sweatshirt used to fit me. My clothes always used to fit me. I got my belt. I gotta put more holes in it. Yeah, see, it's a little sticky, but it won't wait about 5 minutes. Let's peel this side off, and then we'll see how it came out. Let's try not to splash all over everything. And just for you, Chrissy, I will save this last piece of tape. Show you next time I see you. Just for Chrissy. No, she won't take it. I tried. She only accepts it if you hand deliver. And I'm pretty sure that somebody would not allow me to go to England without her. I'm 19. I know, I put my big signature in the middle of the painting. There it is, guys. Sorry it was a little longer than that, hour and a half, a little longer than lunch. But that's what we came up with. I think it came out pretty nice. Anthony? Anything? Still. Heat issue's terrible. But anyway, I'll get it so you guys can see it. But that's how today's came out. Don't have any clue where the sandpit came from. Just came out of my head. Yeah, I kind of like it. It's kind of way different than I normally paint. That's for sure. But thank you guys. Thanks for spending time with me. Anthony, I'll see you later. I'm sure. Chrissy, I'm sure you and I will chat more than once again today. And everybody else, take care. And please enjoy your day. And I will do my best to try to get on. Tomorrow's Saturday. I might actually have electrical wiring to do tomorrow. But I'll try to get some painting in this weekend. Yeah. Chrissy, you might be right. There might be a cabin right here, a beach house. And the water could be out. The water could be right here, I bet. This is a jetty. Good call. Good call. You're right. You're welcome now. Take care. Bye, Madonna and Husband and everyone else that came to see me. I see 8 people. Please give me a thumbs up. Please. According to my analytics from YouTube, they're telling me that people aren't watching my videos because nobody's giving me a thumbs up. I got news for them. I see you guys here. But anyway, enjoy all, and I will see you guys soon. Enjoy life. Take care.